There are 12 steps to inspired planning. The first step is having clear values. This is the underpinning of all the rest of the steps. If we know our values, everything else is easier. Step 2 is having a vision for the change that you want to make in the world, and also what you'd like to preserve. Step 3 is making sure you have trusted advisors. They can be within your family or mentors, money mentors, or philanthropic mentors. Step 4 is really having written goals and being fully aware about your money, both what you're spending, what you need to be saving, your long-term investments, and also your philanthropic budget. Step 5 is nonprofit engagement. How involved are you in your community, and do you know what your community needs? This is not just about your passion, but it's also about what the community needs. Step 6 is actually being part of either donor or peer networks so that you can have more mentors outside in the world and getting good ideas about ways to give and also ways to invest. Step 7 is having a giving plan, knowing your intentions, knowing your values and your vision and how they all fit together, eliminating some projects that aren't right, and integrating also, step 8, your financial and legacy plan. Very important. This is an area that people often will have a financial plan but not a legacy plan, and often not a philanthropic or giving plan as well. The integration of these three is critical. Step 9 is actually sharing what you're doing with your family, hopefully during the planning process, but also at the end, preparing them. Step 10 is really supporting that next generation at different stages of their lives, certainly when they first get their allowance, when they're also involved in beginning to give or to think about investing, and then making sure through 20s, 30s, 40s, throughout their lives that you are in solid relationship about communicating. Step 11 is really having a coach or an advisor, making sure you're in solid partnership so that you're completing all the things that you need to. Sometimes people will hire an outside coach or have a secretary play that role, or we'll have our financial advisor. And lastly, step 12 is really about knowing that we can revise and make adjustments. It's very natural, and part of our planning is to make sure that we're looking at these plans carefully together and updating them whenever possible with our advisors.